It sure there was a feeling of so much excitement and also emotional. Just to see myself in the mirror and me wearing the bat outfit, which was the day one. I couldn't wait to get on that stage and blast the music and put on a great show. So that was my mindset, but I couldn't help but really take in the moment of what I was looking at in my reflection. So it was really surreal and emotional. No, absolutely. That's the same. Like when walking onto set, it was so natural. Like we would go on and they say action, we get our, get ready. Then those moments were just, it was all tender and natural. And I just remember some off camera, just me taking it in, seeing her embody my grandmother and also Colman embody Joseph, which was incredible. And me as, a grandson, just seeing that being brought to life through them was incredible, and it was emotional at the same time, and I couldn't be more appreciative to be able to be there and see that. The process of training was honestly the most fun, even though it was incredibly difficult at times, but I never wanted to give up, even though there were some days where I physically couldn't do it, but mentally I told myself, I can't wait to get better so I can go back and rehearse. Can't wait to get better at that one move. I can't wait to do this. So I always was striving for perfection and wanting to always up myself and do better the next day. So that was something that always stayed with me, even during shooting. I was still practicing during filming.
I mean, Michael Jackson is one of the most famous people to ever walk the earth. He's also been constantly shrouded in mystery. So a big part of it for me was just like, man, I'd love to get inside those walls and, try and get to know him a little bit more. But also, I was more than happy to support, the Michael Jackson character, support Jaafar, play somebody that, is really in his corner, was in his corner for a long time. So, yeah, I was really excited by it. Antoine, the producer, Graham, it just had all the pieces to something that felt like it could be a really special movie. I think that music, you put it on for any little kid and they're gonna start moving.
As we've just seen a couple of seconds ago.
Yeah, they're gonna start dancing. So I'm sure it was, Billie Jean or Smooth Criminal or Beat It. It was, everybody has heard a Michael Jackson song. That's just the power of his influence, not on just music, but the entire culture. So he's been, he's around my entire life growing up. Yeah, I think Michael has probably continued to be the most impersonated artist of all time. There's not, and he's such a global artist. It's really incredible to see all the fans out here, everybody wearing, the hats and the gloves. There's a lot of love for Michael here and, the entire Jackson family, which I think is beautiful.
I felt that Jaafar had it in him, and I wanted him to really know what he was going up against, because Michael's shoes are a tough set of shoes to fill. But at the same time, I know Jaafar, he's been just a wonderful human being and a very true talent. Sports, anything he can do if he put his mind to it. But I'm just the most proudest father ever. I feel like my father, when we were doing our thing, Daryl Curry, James Jordan, I feel like those fathers. And I'm very proud. I'm very, very proud. I've seen it before through the mini-series that we did, but at the same time, I think Jaafar was just unbelievable from what I've seen, because he became Michael. I told him, if you do this role, we want to see Michael in you, and that's what everybody says. I feel that myself, Tito, Jackie, Marlon, Michael, we had a career that was so strong that we had 4 #1 records in a row, but we set the foundation for all the Jackson legacy, everything. Then there came Janet, there came individual careers in LaToya, Rebe, this one and that one, but it was all because of the Jackson 5, really. Well, I want the audience to take away that the family is a family, And at the same time, the legacy is so important. And I'm so proud of Jaafar because he's a continuation of Michael's legacy, which comes from the Jackson 5. And at the same time, this is a wonderful night, a celebration for Michael, for Jaafar, and that's why I'm here. And I have to say, Graham King did an incredible job in Antoine Fuqua as well in Lionsgate and Universal. It was an incredible team. So it was a win-win-win, and they passed the ball to Jaafar, and he made a touchdown, I feel.